Here's a story on my GTR clutch. Toyota 5-speed to the Triumph 6-cylinder. Clutch was acting a bit weird and then had a little weird vibration at coasting. I thought it was a drive shaft. I replaced the drive shaft. That was a different vibration. But anyway, pulled the engine out, do some other items on the checklist, and cut the rivets off just to see what was going on. Well, before that, I found this laying in the bell housing, and I had no idea what that came from until I cut these rivets off, took the cover off, took the springs out, found this. Let me zoom in here. So this piece went here somewhere. Of course, it's bent, but look how much material is lost from the springs sitting in there. So the springs were harder than the center disc, because you can see where they actually wore through both ends of the spring all the way around. This one completely wore through completely. This one failed completely. That one's pretty much gone. This would have given out in the next couple hundred miles. Good thing I took it apart when I did. But this thing was just free floating, completely loose. No tension on the springs. I did read on one of the Triumph Experience forums that Herman had a bad set of discs. They didn't mention what or why, but I'm assuming this is one of them. Of course, nobody supplies these anymore, at least for the HDVA setup. I did manage to find a Toyota stock one that is the exact same dimensions. I haven't gotten it yet, so we'll see how that goes. But here is a stock TR6. This probably has 60, 70,000 miles on it. Same design, Morgan Beck. No wear where the springs are pushing against the center disc. So this is definitely correct. And this is just super soft. Springs didn't fall out, but they probably would have, or I don't know what would have happened. But these pins and these edges pretty much push on the clutch as the springs collapse or get pressed. I guess when the springs completely compress with all the torque, the next thing it pushes onto these pins. But as you can see, there's nothing left of the springs pushing on the center disc, so it relied on the pins. So this thing was just free floating like crazy compared to this one. And this disc probably only had maybe 5,000 miles, 6,000 maybe. Not many miles on this clutch considering the material looks fine. I even autocrossed this a bunch of times. Material on the disc looks fine. It's just this completely worn out. Look how thin it is. Super, super thin. I don't know who manufactured these, but hopefully I'll find a replacement. But I was trying to figure out if I can somehow transfer a Toyota truck or Celica Supra, change the rivets, but I did a lot of research and I actually found a replacement with the same dimensions. Very difficult to find, but it's on order, so when it gets in, I'll update it. But yeah, this is completely worn, soft material. Springs are fine. Springs are not worn. The outside edges where the springs would be pushing are fine. No wear on these whatsoever. Anyway, good thing I found that. Strange. I'm not a clutch expert, but definitely soft material. Too soft for the clutch.